Video showing the moment a deputy tackled that suspect.
Yo gang, what is up? It's your boy Laz, aka MotoBroo, and as you've seen from the title and thumbnail, we have a sad video. This actually happened very close to where I live, and I've met the rider that this happened to, so this whole situation is very sad. But let's get into it, explain the details, and see what happened.
This morning, we're getting a look at chilling new video showing the moment a ball of fire erupted at a gas station. The scene unfolding across the Orange County line as the deputies were trying to arrest a man stopped at a pump. And Ezzy Castro is live outside of Wawa on Central Florida Parkway for us this morning. Ezzy, there are still questions about how that fire happened.
Right, we are still waiting to get more answers from the Osceola County Sheriff's Office to see what led to this fire.
New video released from the Osceola County Sheriff's Office shows the moment a fire broke out at a Wawa during an arrest. The video shows a deputy tackling 26-year-old during the confrontation.
So I've actually met this rider at the lot. As you guys know, we go to the lot, a safe area to ride all our dirt bikes and practice our stunts. And sometimes, you know, you go into the streets, and that's where this situation happens. So homie was riding with his friends in the streets, and supposedly some drama happened with some cars, and someone in their group supposedly pulled out a gun. You never know, maybe that happened, maybe it didn't, I have no idea. But that's what the story, the news is going with. So they pulled out a gun. Next thing you know, cops are on them, and everyone dips, leaves. But they still have the helicopter following a few riders, and the homie I know, which this whole thing happened to, I'm pretty sure he was running out of gas, and he was like, all right, I need to get some gas at the Wawa. But I do know that he did leave the group at some point and went to this Wawa gas station, and the helicopter, he probably didn't know, but the helicopter was still on him or with the group and seen him go to this gas station. So they called the police, and they tried to swarm the gas station.
This all started with calls into 911. People saying that motorcyclists were pointing at drivers. The suspect then fled during an attempted traffic stop until they located him here. Video showing the moment a deputy tackled that suspect, 26-year-old. Moments later, you can see flames shooting up several feet into the air as another patrol vehicle pulls up to the pump. Chris Bruno says she recorded this cell phone video moments later.
And the person's over here that they're bringing into the ambulance.
A witness says they heard a taser go off, but the sheriff's office has not confirmed that.
So homie was literally just getting gas at the Wawa. Of course, all this other stuff happened before, but at this point, he was just getting gas at the Wawa, and the cops ambush him. So as you see on the screen, one cop runs by and tackles homie who's getting gas. So he literally falls over while he's still putting gas in his bike. So all the gas is falling onto the floor and everything. Then another cop, I think two other cops actually pull up. And the story is how this flame happened was that a cop used a taser. So
one witness told News 6 he heard a taser before the fire started.
So there's a few people who witnessed this whole thing go down. One person was literally right next to him with his whole family, trying to get his family out there because the whole gas station. And other witnesses say they talk about this taser, that they heard a taser noise, which makes sense because just gas on the floor isn't going to catch on fire. So when the bike fell over, all the gas was spilling everywhere. Because the cop tackled him, I guess another cop came in, shot a taser or something with a taser, and then it engulfed everything. And as you see, like, it went from 0 to 100 really fast. And I just feel bad for the rider and the deputies, just everything in this situation. Of course, from my perspective, I don't agree of tackling a rider off their bike, especially when they're getting gas, like they're stationary. You literally could have just grabbed them. You didn't have to go the extra mile and try to, you know, football tackle them off the bike. And I feel like a lot of this could have been stopped or didn't have to happen. I really feel like there needs to be some sort of switch that happens in the police department. Also, of course, I'm not saying like, yo, these dirt bikers are, you know, freaking saints or something, you know, like, of course, they're in the street, they're doing some illegal things, But for the most part, 99% of the time, they really just want to ride and, you know, do wheelies on the street. They're not trying to get into no problems. It usually happens when there's an aggressive driver who doesn't like all the bikes on the street and tries to swerve and hit the cars. And then the dirt bike riders get super mad. And as you've seen in these viral videos of these dirt bike packs, you know, like beating up a driver or things like that, it usually starts with the driver trying to hit a dirt bike. I'll play some clips of what the witnesses said. They're talking about the taser and such, so I'll play those right now.
We have them so fast. The police car just come in flying.
Demetrius Stanley was at this Orange County Wawa.
I had to snatch the kid back real fast. So we heard the taser going off, the taser going off, and...
But what I just want to get to with the police, I do support the police and I do think we need them, but I just think there needs to be a bigger requirement to become a police officer. Like, it literally takes more time to do barber school than it does to become a police officer, which is just mind-blowing to me. Like, as a police officer, you have a gun, you know, you're here for the safety, to keep everyone safe in the community, and you're literally getting less school than a barber who literally just has to cut hair. Like, for me, that doesn't make sense. I do think there are good and bad cops, as in there's good and bad people everywhere. That's just how life is. That's just how life is, the yin and yang of life, you know. But this whole situation, I feel like, didn't have to happen. If the officers had more training, I really believe that they wouldn't be shooting a taser right next to a gas station, right where the freaking bike is falling over, or even tackling a rider at a gas station who wasn't even evading at that point. I can't say before because I don't have any of the video. I don't really know what happened. But at that gas station, he was literally just getting gas and the cops bomb rushed him and sort of made this whole situation happen. It didn't have to go this bad. The cop could have, you know, just grabbed him while he was at the gas station, didn't have to run and tackle him, and probably this whole thing would have never happened. And I do want to say, like, for the homie, I know, bro, I'm praying for you. I really hope you heal up. He did get like 3rd-degree burns all over his body, and I think a cop also got 3rd-degree burns, but I don't think it was as bad. But yeah, praying for homie and the cop. You know, we don't want no one injured. That's the last thing we want. We want everyone to be safe and just have good vibes and stay positive. I do feel like the police are sort of like pushing this story down because it is sort of a big incident that happened that it wasn't really necessary. I think, you know, they used too much force in that certain situation. But overall, I really wish the best to both the rider and the cop who got burned. Like I said, we don't wish that on no one. I do think there's excessive force used, but, you know, it's so hard to, like, I understand, like, when your adrenaline's pumping and you hear like a group of dirt bikers, you know, they had a weapon or whatever, like, you're like, I gotta get them, gotta get them. I'm trying to put myself in a police perspective of like, oh, we need to get this guy for the community, like he's pointing guns at people. But in this situation, I'm like 90% sure they didn't even find a weapon on him, so he wasn't even the one pointing the weapon or any of that. He might have just been riding, you know, with the group, doing some wheel skis. So it's just a sad situation. So heal up, my brother. I really wish you the best. I don't know. I'm just putting this out there to the internet, sort of let you guys know just my perspective on it, and you can have your own perspective. I know there's some people who are gonna be like, yo, I hate these dirt bike riders riding down the street, like they're just causing chaos and stuff. But on the other side, it's such a good outlet because they could be, you know, doing worse things like robbing stores or just getting in bad situations. The bikes really help you get out of those situations, but then again, it sort of brings you back into those situations sometimes when things like this happen, when there's, you know, just aggressive driving happening, and, you know, I'm not saying anyone's right or anyone's wrong, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to stay motivated. I got some banger videos coming soon. As you see, we got the YZ, we got the little 50 right here. We're vibing out, so yeah, stay motivated. My prayers go out to the families of the rider and even the police, because we just don't want anything like this happening, you know? It's just, it sucks. So yeah, I freaking love you. Till next time.